Good morning, collective. It's around 8:37 here where I am, and I was gonna do a reading, but I'm thinking I'd rather just talk to you guys. Every now and then, I just would rather just I don't know. I have a little powwow with you. Um, I talk a lot with my twin sister about all kinds of things, epiphanies we've had, learnings. Um, I always feel not always, but I'm a very reflective person. I think about like ways I've handled myself and times that I handled something wrong. But I guess my point is that I used to feel that everybody did that. Like everybody was reflective. And it turns out some people just aren't. They're not. They're not reflective. There's like this wall and they don't want to go beyond that. It's almost as if like I get the feeling like there are people that when they mess up, they will fight tooth and nail to uphold their mess up and call it okay, because for them to admit that maybe they were wrong is like the one thing they cannot do. And I wish those people had a different perspective about when they quote unquote mess up or they handle something not in the best way or they, like look at it differently. Take it as like a learning opportunity. And I'm not trying to condescend. Like, I feel like sometimes people just don't really think about that for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, if you mess up, like, own that. Own that shit. Like, honestly, you owning the screw up, you will gain so much respect. You will keep so much respect. But if you're someone that can't do that, if you can't be reflective, if you can't take ownership in where you were fucked up in the matter, like, then there's no point in having a relationship with that person. Like, where do you go from there with somebody who is not someone who takes ownership or accountability or reflects on maybe how their behavior was not the best? And I hesitate to even say wrong, because in the moment you felt that way, but maybe when you have time to sit and think on it, your opinion might change, or you might see something a little more clearly when you're less heated. But I don't know, to me it's always kind of a red flag. And it's hard because in my relationships with people, whether that be friends or family or whoever, if I love you and I care about you, I'm caring about you in front of your face. I'm also caring about you behind your back. I'm not hating on you. I'm not saying mean things about you. I'm not disparaging you. And the sad thing I've learned is that as much as I'm this way, there are people that won't match that energy. And even though I'd like them to, or wish that they did, or hope that they would, they just won't do that. And it's a sad realization to have. Like, I've been learning a lot this year, but it's been great. Like, I've been feeling so, like, a sense of contentment, like, peace. And it's because I know what I'm dealing with. And, you know, I know the way I operate, and the universe and the Lord knows the way I operate. And He knows that I'm going to see all the good in you, and I'm going to always talk well about you because if I love you, I love you. That's not a put on, that's not a fake, that's not an act. It's real. And if I trust you, I trust you. And, then a situation happens, and I think that's just God's way of being like, Mel, I'm trying to protect you, hun. I'm trying to protect you, chosen one. I'm trying to protect you, my dear child. You won't see it. I'm going to make you see it. Because I'm in the rooms that you're not in. I hear the conversations that you don't hear. And, in the past, if a door were to shut on certain relationships, I would think back on the memory and miss them. But truly what I was truly missing was the image of them I had built up in my head. God sees the reality. The reality that I won't let myself see. And truly, like, I can look at this camera, I can look at you, the listener, dead in the eyes, dead in the face, and say, if you're a friend or a family member, I love you, and I'm loving you in front of you, and I'm loving you behind you as well. And my relationship with you is not because I'm getting something from you. I'm not using you. I care about you as a person. I'm going to support you when you need it. When you're at your lowest and you're on the ground, I'm not going to kick you. I'm going to sit with you. I'm not going to judge you. And I can say that, dead in the face. But there's a lot of people who don't do that, won't do that. They will pretend until doomsday that they're your biggest supporter. And then the moment that you display some vulnerability or weakness, or you don't show up for them because they need something from you, then you're disposable. And that's really shitty. That's really shitty. And I am glad I'm not that kind of person. I'd never want to be that kind of person. And furthermore, I am stopping associating with anyone who operates or moves that way. It's snaky. It's disingenuous. It's toxic. It's high school. It's gross. And I would hope if you're listening to me now and you're one of those people that maybe you weren't even aware that you were doing it. Maybe you sit there and you think, oh crap, yeah, I do that. But that's fine if you did. But if you're one of those people that can reflect and be like, yeah, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to move like that. That doesn't align with my spirit and soul. I don't want to do that. Like, that's awesome. I love that. But I know there are going to be people listening to me right now and being like, she's full of herself. What a fucking bitch. Fine, you can think what you like. But again, your relationships are suffering. People are walking away from you. There's a reason for that. And I don't want to go tit for tat. I don't want to match somebody's energy. Just because you're an asshole to me, I'm not going to be an asshole to you. And I just want to say, this is just a general observation. This is not personal, okay? I think sometimes people are listening to me and they're like, oh my God, who is that about? It's a general assumption I've made over time in my life, things I've learned. It's not about anybody in particular. So, and again, if you're making it about you, think about why that triggered you. Okay, if you're making it about you, then if you're resonating, there's a reason for that. But yeah, there was so much more to that conversation I had with my sister this morning. But, I'll try to do that every now and then, along with readings, just kind of sharing things I've learned, my personal thoughts and opinions. And it's fine if you don't agree. And if you want to challenge me on something, I'm always willing to listen because I love to learn. And I definitely want to make sure I'm handling myself in my best energy. So I welcome that. And thank you guys for your support and for listening. Love you guys.